Are you tired of practicing scales? Or watching every single video on YouTube about how to master the fretboard? Then let's talk about intervals. What are they? How do you use them? And more importantly, how do you use them to make music? Let's find out. Alright, so before we go any further with this video, there's two things you really need to know. First thing is you need to know your natural notes on the fretboard, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Then the second thing, you need to know your major scale, what it is, and the formula for it. So an interval is basically just the distance between two notes. Let's say you got the note A, and you want to go to B, which is 2 frets or 2 semitones, or 1 whole step up. A to B. The distance between those two notes would be considered a major second interval. Now real quick, I'm going to go through all the intervals. There's 12 total, just to give you an idea of what they sound like. And then we'll go back and analyze them a little bit further. So you got a minor second, a major second, a minor third, a perfect fourth, an augmented fourth or diminished fifth, it's the same interval, a perfect fifth, a minor sixth, a major sixth, a minor seventh, a major seventh, and then the octave. Now for this video, we're going to be focusing on just 3 intervals: the minor third, the perfect fifth, and the minor seventh. The reason why I chose those is because most people know the good old minor pentatonic scale, you know, and actually those intervals pretty much outline that entire scale. So let's start with the first one, the minor third. So again, our root note is going to be A. I'm playing it on the 6th string on the 5th fret. If you want to find a minor third moving up on the same string, you would just count 1, 2, 3 frets above the root note. So root note, minor third, root, minor third. Now there's other places you can play it. So same root note, 5th fret, 6th string, then go up 1 string and down 2 frets gives you the minor third. So root, minor third, root, minor third. Now the trick when finding your intervals around your root notes is you just need to know your root notes and where they are. So we're playing an A, you need to find your A notes all over the place. So we know we got an A on the 5th fret on the 6th string. There's also one on the D string at the 7th fret. Then we also have the A notes on the 5th fret of the high E string. You also have the A note on the G string at the 2nd fret. And then you also have the open A, 5th string. So that gives you a lot of visual cues, just knowing where those root notes are when you're building intervals around them. So, okay. Now, the other way to play a minor third is we'll play the A note, the root note on the D string at the 7th fret. And that's to go back 1 string and then down 1, 2, 3, 4 frets. So root, minor third, root, minor third. And then another way to play a minor third, so again we'll take the root note A on the D string, 7th fret, is to go back 2 strings, 1, 2, and up 1 fret. So root, minor third, root, minor third. Okay. Now, one other thing to point out is on that G string, on the 2nd fret, which is our A note, you could play the minor third by going to up 1 string and down 1 fret. The reason for that is because the tuning difference between going from the G to the B string changes. So normally it would be you would think it would be the A and then the open B string, but it's not the case. It would be A minor third, A minor third. So just to recap, let's go for this 6th string 5th fret. We've got the A root note, and then the minor third, A 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 minor third. Okay, so next interval we're going to discuss is the perfect 5th. Again, we're going to be playing in the key of A. And just find all your A notes. So we'll start on the 6th string on the 5th fret. So to get the 5th, you just count over 1 string from the root note and up 2 frets. Root, perfect 5th. You probably recognize that shape. It's a simple power chord. So root, 5th, root, 5th. Now if we jump over to the D string at the 7th fret, that's our root note, the A. You can also go back 1 string on the same fret. So root, 5th, root, 5th. Same thing on the high E string at the 5th fret, that's our root note A. If you go back a string, same fret, it's the 5th. Root, 5th, root, 5th. Now you can also, if we go back to the 6th string at the 5th fret, or root note A, you can go up 2 strings, 1, 2, and back 1, 2, 3 frets. So root, 5th, root, 5th. Now we can jump, let me zoom in a little bit there. On the G string at the 2nd fret is the root note A. Same thing, you can go back 1 string at the same fret and play the 5th. So root, 5th, root, 5th. Okay, and then the final way to play a 5th, if we're finding your A note on the D string, 7th fret, you can jump over 2 strings, 1, 2, and back 2 frets, 1, 2. So root, A, 5th, root, 5th. Okay, so for the last interval for this video, we're going to be looking at the minor 7th. So, once again, our root note is A. We'll play it on the 6th string, 5th fret. To get the minor 7th, and this is a pretty easy one, you just go back 2 frets. 1, 2. Root, minor 7th. Root, minor 7th. Now staying on the 6th string at the 5th fret, a root note A, you can actually go over 2 strings on the same fret, and that's your minor 7th. So root, minor 7th. Root, minor 7th. So if we're on the D string at the 7th fret, and that's a root A, you can go back 1 string and up 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. So root, minor 7th. Root, minor 7th. And then you can do the same thing on the high E string on the 5th fret. That's our root A. Go back 1 string and up 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. So root, minor 7th. Root, minor 7th. And then the last one, if we're on the 7th fret on the D string, that's a root A, we're going to be crossing over 2 strings, which means we're going to be going to the B string. And again, because of the tuning difference, you're going to have to shift back 1 fret. So root, go over 2 strings, and then up 1 fret. So root, minor 7th. Root, minor 7th. Alright guys, congratulations on making it this far. I just got 2 more videos to go before we can cover all of the intervals and how to start using to build scales and chords. Stay tuned till the very end, because at the final video I'm going to have a cool little backing track where you can actually start using these intervals in an improv setting. It's very cool. I think you'll like it. All right, guys, I'm George Gill. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.